conversations this morning with, this rather pertinent one, talking about Nigeria. And as you very well know, it's currently facing one of its most turbulent times, with soaring costs of living, rising exchange rates, and a growing poverty bracket, which is forcing many young Nigerians to seek better opportunities abroad. And urgent action is now needed to address the country's economic and social issues, as well as promote growth, create jobs, and provide social welfare. So following all this current indices, the Institute of Leadership, Coaching, and Strategy has made it a comprehensive mission to sensitize Nigerians on how to transform and diversify Nigeria's economy, improve governance, and promote human development. So we start off our conversations on TVC Breakfast Saturday this morning, bringing on board the President and Chairman of Council at the Institute of Leadership, Coaching, and Strategy, Dr. Olasokade Aziz. And we appreciate you for joining us, Dr. Aziz. Welcome.
And very good morning.
Very good morning to you. And we're well in the season, so compliments of the season to you. So there are problems or there are challenges on ground depending on what you see. But let's begin with, the problems on ground, especially as you, through the Institute, is offering better leadership. So let's begin with how you see things in Nigeria and what you are offering to ameliorate the situation.
Thank you very much. At the Institute of Coaching, Leadership, and Strategy, we are very optimistic. Tough time don't last, tough people do. And it depends on the angle we look at it. We're actually out as an emerging institute, basically to support the leadership across the country, to also not only address the leadership deficiency or challenges, we're also there basically to also support in capability development. You were just talking about our young guys, our youths, emigrating out of the country. I know for sure that if things are actually okay, they are in good perspective, they have no business outside there. So we are all out basically to support the country, to support the leadership, and at the same time, to profile solution through what? By embarking on in-depth research projects on leadership, policy strategy to evolve impactful stimulus and sustenance of responsible organizational leadership across the country. We are also there to constantly emplace the culture of responsible leadership through appropriate norms, value, ethos, policy, and strategic trust. Lo and behold, we are not there for agitation. We are there for advocacy. We talk to the power. We talk to our leaders. And of course, we are also there to ensure that capability issues are being addressed. We are good at crafting, formulating, articulating strategy. When it comes to execution, it's always a problem. And that is why we are all there, basically to support, not only in saying that policies at government level, at private sector level, are not only being profiled, are not only being articulated, but also the political will, the iron will to make it happen, so that we can do things better and do better things in the country.
I love the fact that you quote that popular quote from Robert Scholars talking about tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Oh, yes.
And so how do we merge this together to tell Nigerians that are watching you at the moment who are passing through one challenge or the other?
Okay.
The Nigerian watching you who is hungry, how do you bring that to play? And how do we bring responsible and effective leadership to play at this time?
It's okay. According to John Maxwell, a globally recognized and highly reputed management consultant on leadership, he said everything rises and falls on leadership. As I said earlier on, we need to actually talk to the power. We need to actually assist the leader to ensure that they look at it beyond. I always say, lo and behold, Nigeria has no business with poverty. We are suffering in the midst of plenty. Just like what Coleridge Riley said, water here, water there, and there's no single drop to drink. So in other words, if not that our wealth, our commonwealth are being cornered by few privileged technocrats and political class, lo and behold, we don't have any business with poverty. What do I want to say? I want to let Nigerians know, especially those ones that are really facing the hardship, that at the end of tunnel, a lot of things will surely come out. Where actually any program that federal government bring out or state government bring out, what's our job? We go into research. How will it actually make impact? Is one thing to articulate, as I said, is other thing to actually make it really happen. For instance, when the government of the day saw that the bundle of benefit, democracy benefit, is not really reaching the grassroots, what did they do? They said that revenue allocations will actually be channeled directly to the local government. You could see resistance. So this part of the advocacy, we are going to evolve, really talk to power and to ensure that the program, the project, the activity, the policy will address people-oriented need to be able to meet them at their point of need. For us there, we surely believe. That's why we all come out to emerge that institute, to provide support, to support the leader, to articulate policy, and to come up with research findings that will enable our leaders to see beyond on this facial level and go deep down to make it happen and make life meaningful to you and I and fellow Nigerians outside there.
Right, and you are not alone, or the institute is not alone in, the identification of a leadership deficit in the country.
Yep.
Just the other day, a popular cleric, Tunde Bakare, also announced that he too would be instituting a leadership institute or school, kind of, especially to tackle the local government governance deficit that we're also trying to correct.
Yep.
But let's speak with what you are offering or what your institute is offering. Where is the place of servant leadership in all of this, either at the corporate level or any level of leadership that one finds themselves? Because we get a lot of, clamor, yearnings on the street for, yes, government wants us to do this, or yes, we are expected to do this. But in terms of if I have to do to make a sacrifice, why can't it start from the top? Like a bottom down approach, or up, and then we all can now follow with what you want us to run with.
So okay, I think if you look at our vision, our mission, and our core value, they all address this to an extent. We don't have political power to really make policy and what have you. But we have the think tank who can actually support the government. If you look at our vision, what does it say? Becoming a global reference point in facilitating the emergence, 1, of trusted leaders, 2, capable of engendering fairness, equity, prudence, and productivity in all facets of life for a just society. And our mission has to do with to serve as a think tank in the emergence of reliable and creative leaders, achieving sustainable all-round development through the concerted application of strategic policy and pragmatic coaching for the benefit of humanity. What we are the leaders. So meaning that for any program that government wants to do, we will reach out to them to actually collaborate with them. We will serve at both federal and even local level and even at the state level. And what are we to do about that? Because we are part and parcel of the grassroots, and because we are also core professionals, and we have cluster of professionals in different value chain of different professional calling, who basically their job is to come out with the finding of their research work to advise, to provide solution to the government. At the end of the day, we'll be serving on some interministerial assignment, project, and what have you. We'll surely collaborate and will enable them to give them feedback. We'll let them know what they need to do, what they need to keep doing, what they need to stop doing, what they need to improve doing, what they need to start doing. At the end of the day, we'll surely see the light at the end of the tunnel.
How often does your own organization relate with the government at the local, the state, and the federal level?
We are evolving. We are just, in fact, we just had our first induction where we have notable Nigerians, commissioner at the federal level, at the state level, permanent secretary, managing director, directors across the sector of the economy. we are already, working, doing some research work on some of the core government programs that will have impact on an average person outside there.
How will you describe your success so far? How will you describe your growth? Yes, it's new.
Yeah.
We can say it's new, and it's also an offshoot of an international body.
Yeah.
Yes, but so far so good. How would you describe the journey?
The first induction actually says it all. The crop of people that we actually attract in the society, they are high-profile people. They are people at decision-making level. They are the people that actually have both political and professional authority to make things happen. So by the time we're actually talking, we are not just talking like lone rangers. We are talking with people that really matter in the society, that will be able to actually make us to have impact in the society for a just, fair, equity, through responsible leadership.
Do you also interchange with those at the grassroots? Because if you're talking to the people at that particular echelon of power, what about the people at the grassroots? How do you give them that orientation that they need to know about good leadership in the country?
Are we not part of the grassroots? We are part of the grassroots. We're only privileged to attract those people that are decision makers, so that we are in there. When we say experience, it's a function of success plus failure plus challenges equal to result. So we are passing through this experience. So we'll be able to hand it out to the authority that matter so that they can actually make it happen and begin to. So my actually appeal to fellow citizens outside there is they should give the government of the day some element of, I would like to call it trust. The pain today will lead to gain tomorrow.
All right, Dr. Ola Aziz, it's a fine place to leave our conversation there, and we hope we get to speak with you, sometime soon.
We're available.
Speak about, these and other.
And we're also appealing to you,
issues.
you media, especially TVC, you need to collaborate with us as we are ready to collaborate with you, so that we'll be able to really make our mission accomplished.
Accomplished.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Thanks again, Dr. Aziz.